Hello Pisces, this is Crystal Rose Insights here to do your monthly reading for March. First off, I want to say a huge welcome to any new viewers. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm really glad you're here. And I want to say a huge thanks and shout out to every single one of you that has watched, liked, commented, shared, subscribed, and donated and reached out to me for private readings. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I absolutely love the people that are drawn to my videos and to this work because it's just such an incredible group of people. I'm really, really, really grateful to be able to be doing this work. So thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Now, I'm out of breath because I've been running around. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I apologize. So I'm like, oh, I feel like, because you know what? I just went downstairs quickly before I started recording this video and I realized I probably didn't. Anyway, okay, so if you're new to my channel, I always start my readings with crystals that want to be here to support the energies of the messages coming through. And so this month, for all of our monthly readings, we have a blue topaz and we have an aquamarine. And they're both very similar in their vibration, but they're both very calm into the emotional body and help us connect to our higher truth. And aquamarine in particular is a very empowering stone of the divine feminine energy. And it's an incredible, powerful divine feminine stone that amplifies when it's paired with blue topaz. And the funny thing about it is I didn't know that until this morning. But yesterday when I was filming a bunch of these videos, I think I filmed the first couple of signs where it was only the blue topaz. And this aquamarine decided to let me know, it was nudging me to say, like, hello, why are you not having me here too? And then I read this morning, after I'd recorded a whole bunch of videos, that these two stones working together will amplify divine feminine energy like crazy. So that's exactly why it wanted to be here. And not because it's March or anything either. Aquamarine is the birthstone for March. But anyway, there you have it. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at the energies of what's going on for Pisces for March. Now, this is a general reading. Not everything will resonate for you. There are a lot of people watching, but it is my intention everybody watching this video will get at least a couple of messages that are specifically intended for them. So if something feels like it's describing your life, well, guess what? It's a definite message for you from Spirit. As well as if it doesn't make sense at all, then it's just a message intended for somebody else, okay? So, and, you know, these messages, even though I'm recording them for March, they are timeless, and that whenever you find these videos, however you find them, or you hear the messages, that's when Spirit really wanted you to hear them. So, that's the way the universe works. I tell you. It's beautiful to watch it unfold, truly. Okay, so I want to call in Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Raphael, and the Ascended Masters, as well as all beings of light and love, my spirit guides, to help bring in the clearest message for the highest good of all. So, let's see what's... Also, do watch your sun, moon... this is for sun, moon, and rising, so go watch the other videos for the other signs in your chart, because sometimes those messages may resonate more than your sun sign does. All right, so let's see what's going on here. So we have the Hermit, followed by the Queen of Earth, and the Ace of Water. All right. And then we have the Page of Air underneath. So this is the theme of the reading for you, Pisces. So this is about somebody who's pretty impulsive, they're curious, they're very honest to the point often of being blunt. There could be some element of having some challenging information, like a message of something that's not so easy to hear. So it could mean a potential delays to some plans. Maybe you have to make some changes to plans, but there is an energy of bluntness here. So we'll see how these energies come through in the rest of the reading. But this is kind of the theme. So we'll see how this all plays out. So coming into this month, the recent past here, we have the Hermit energy. So this is, you've been really in a place of self-discovery. You've been very, especially Pisces being a water sign with all of the moon energy and all of that, and your intuitive side, you've really been in a time of reflection. You've been in meditation. You might even have been sort of isolating a little bit just because you've been going inward to do your work. And it's also an energy of spiritual teaching. So it feels like this has been a beginning, coming into this month. There's definitely been an emphasis for you on your spiritual growth. Because then what we're getting here in the now energy is the Queen of Earth energy, which is about, there definitely seems to be some sort of communication challenges happening here. Because maybe there's somebody around you that's kind of impulsive, maybe they're really blunt in their communication, maybe something's just happened where they've been very like, eh. And this is talking about dealing with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. So, you know, maybe some of you have just recently had an ex come back into the picture, like maybe around Valentine's Day, or someone's kind of resurfaced, and maybe you've heard, I don't know, there's something about someone from the past I'm feeling that could be causing like a little mosquito. Like, it's not a big deal, but it's been a bit of a pain in the butt, or just like a nuisance to some degree. So the Queen of Earth is really about taking a sensible approach to things. It's also about, again, just being kind and understanding when you're dealing with some challenges. So could be relating to this Page of Air. Could be somebody younger than you. But let's see, because we do have the Ace of Water, which is a new beginning of love. So this is either a new start in love, so a brand new relationship, or it could mean a resurgence of an existing or an older relationship. So this could also indicate that there is, you know, you're growing and enhancing your intuition, which obviously being Pisces, it's naturally part of who you are. But this is interesting because it feels like there may be some lessons or things that you just released here recently, or that you've learned about yourself, that are going to bring in an opportunity for new love. So could be with a younger air sign. Although I don't often like do, you know, what type of signs people are, but for some reason I wanted to say that, so that might be for some of you listening. All right, let's see here. Let's get some more messages. Pull 3 more cards here. Broken Heart, Angel of Strength, and Woman Holding a Heart. Okay, so you've been dealing with the energy of broken heart. It's part of what has brought you into this hermit space, this spiritual time. Healing the energy of broken heart. Now, this doesn't, and they're both 9, so they're both an energy of being isolated, kind of being by yourself. But it is also, they're both indicating towards the end of a completion of a cycle, right? Because the 10 is the end of the cycle. So it feels like if you've been nurturing or dealing with a broken heart, it doesn't necessarily have to be in the recent past. It could be that someone from long ago, the one that got away, or whatever it is. But it does feel like that energy is coming to an end here, here very recently. But whatever challenge is coming up for you right now is calling on you to have this strength to just stand in your power, but don't like it. This lion is telling you everything with his eyes. Okay, all he's doing is standing tall. He's got the Angel of Strength behind him, and he's looking, saying, "Don't, like, I dare you to come after me." Okay, so there could be some of you that are dealing with an ex, possibly spouse, who's coming at you with either custody issues or some sort of thing. They're kind of coming back around. And it's what's causing this to come through. So this broken heart could be relating to the end of that relationship, but that it's coming back around for challenge. Like maybe they just served you with papers for custody. Maybe there's still some, maybe they just are being a pain in the butt. I don't know. But it also could be that there is this new beginning of love here for you, and we're getting the Woman Holding a Heart. So it could be that some of you may have just recently started something new or about to start something new, and then like an ex is not going to be too happy about it, and they're going to be wanting you back, or they're going to be trying to at least just interfere to some degree. But this Woman Holding a Heart, this is an offer of love. This is about a woman being ready for love. And then when it's in the reverse, it feels like there's something blocking her being fully ready. Okay, so maybe some of you are just needing to move into a new house and get that started and wipe the slate clean fully energetically for you so that you can then turn it around to be where there's, you know, a woman who's ready for love here. And it is a 44, which is a master number, so that's really interesting. All right, I'm going to pull some more cards here. Let's see what else is happening for Pisces. I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Soul Oracle deck and see what your soul's lessons are right now. Grieve your losses. Begin to explore. And all things in moderation. Okay, so this really is, I mean, the past here is this broken heart energy, grieving, like realizing, like letting that grief come out. Maybe you feel like you've grieved it in your head, and then there's still some residual energy there. And it's just because, again, energetically we hold that sometimes, even though in our head we're like clearly over it, but we're actually not really, because our energy body, our emotional body, does hold that. So this is, again, in the past, it's what you've been doing as part of this hermit, as you've been really trying to get rid of this. And it's interesting, there's 2 44s coming up here for you, which 44 is a card of stability, and it's a card of, it could be a twin flame number. It could be that some of you would be soulmate, bringing in, this is part of the process of bringing in your true soulmate that you've been going through here. And yeah, I feel like that's really interesting, because this is saying to begin to explore. It's okay to start kind of moving forward cautiously. Like, look at your other options. Look at other things around you. Look at maybe, you know, this doesn't say jump head first into something. It just says begin to explore. So start opening up. It's like almost like an energetic thing. It's like opening up the door or the window to see what's out there. Begin to explore. Go take a little walk, like metaphorically, of course, but, or literally too, that's fine. But it's just like the energy here is, it's okay to begin to explore and to try to see what maybe you've never really considered before, because all things in moderation here too. So this is interesting. So when it's coming to new love, I feel like there is a message coming through where it's not an all or nothing. And it's, if in the past you've been very like quick to fall in love, quick to just jump in, this could just be saying that, you know, moderation. There's times where things are going to be really abundant and big and all that, and you're going to have lots, and other times where it's just going to be very little, and everything in moderation. That's all that this is trying to say. And so the soul's lesson with the all in the moderation, I'm going to read from the book. It says, your soul's purpose, right? It's about, you know, making sure you don't overindulge. Okay, so this is whether it's food, whether it's alcohol, whether it's spending. So it's calling you back to center. And it says your soul's purpose right now is to follow disciplines that serve your growth, not stifle it. It's important to exercise self-control, but not be self-denying to the point that it robs all sweetness from your life. So to be so indulgent that your excess is sicken you. So this is about enjoying the good things in life, but don't overdo it in any direction. And also don't deny yourself. Okay. Get that. All right, I'm going to pull an advice card now for Michael as we wrap up this general reading here for Pisces. What's Michael's advice for Pisces right now? What's your best advice for Pisces for March? Pisces that are watching this, please. The person you're asking about is trustworthy. So if you've got someone in mind that's possibly this new beginning in love, this new person starting to come into your experience that's making you wonder, this is saying that whoever you're first of all, the person you're asking about is trustworthy. But if you're not have anyone in particular in mind, this is just saying that Michael's helping you have faith to open your heart and to be assured that only trustworthy people are in your life. This is likely why this woman holding a heart is in the reverse, because you're not trusting. Because of whatever's happened to you in the past, you've kind of shut that a little bit to where you're like afraid to trust other people because of what's happened. And, you know, that old saying of don't hold me responsible for the sins of someone else is really what this is saying for you right now, Pisces. So again, this does feel a little bit like a love reading, even though it was a general reading for you. So I am about to go and now record your love reading for the month. So I'm doing all my love readings on the Vimeo channel this month, and for all the astrological signs. So it'd be interesting to see if this scenario comes through over there, or if it's going to talk about a totally different scenario, or it's going to be a mixture of a few different ones. So, but if you're curious about the love reading for the month, do head on over to Vimeo. The information's down below. If you want a private reading, do reach out. I'd be happy to support you. And in the meantime, I wish you all the abundant love always. Bye.